Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well in this troubled times, because coronavirus wanted to come out here and kind of ruin everything for us. So now we're all stuck at home, and these poor kids are stuck at home, parents are stuck at home with these kids. So I hope you're doing well, mentally, physically, emotionally, just holistically. I hope everyone's doing fine. So I'm doing a video today about my experience during the clearing process. So after my interview, they said they would get back to us within 24 to 48 hours. I don't think it was 48 hours, I think it was 72 hours. Because obviously they had to go through all the information. They had to get feedback from the interviewers, and then they had to kind of look at everything on a whole. They explained how they graded, graded the interview process. So your exams were graded a certain way, and the different stations that your interview was graded a certain way as well. There was a certain amount of points that you needed to get in order to actually pass your interview. So yeah, there was a few of us there. I'm gonna say roughly around 40, but it was sort of there was some from mental health, some from children, some from adult, some from, I don't know if there were any learning disabilities nurses there, I don't remember. They said they'd get back to us within that. I'm gonna say 72 hours, I don't even remember if it was 72 hours, but I'm just gonna say 72 hours. I left the interview feeling really confident, and it was one lecturer, but I can't remember his name. I know what he looks like, I can't remember his name, but he gave me such a confidence boost. Yeah, confidence is an issue, but he gave me such a confidence boost, and I was just like, maybe I can do this. So yeah, 26th of July, all of that was done. Woke up the next morning. Was it the next morning? I'm gonna say the next morning. Woke up the next morning to an email. I would like to offer you a place on the course. Angry Skins for adult nursing. Oh. Listen, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know whether I should have screamed. I didn't know whether I should have opened my window and yelled. I don't know what to do with myself. Anyway, so I got the email. I was so excited. I just wanted to know what to do next. That. Blah. I knew that I had to get occupational health done. I knew that I'd have to go to my doctor to get that done. So I think that was the first thing that I got done, because the application thing was sent through email, I believe. And let's get that printed off and brought that to my doctor's surgery. My doctor's surgery was talking about, oh, it may take 4 weeks I was just like, uni starts on the 16th of September. It is the start of August. I'm gonna need this done in about 48 hours. Please, I am begging you. Whatever the price, I will pay it. It's fine. So yeah, got the application printed off, brought that to my GP surgery. Lo and behold, I think I got a call the next day saying that it was done. I was just like, wait, what? I thought you said 3 weeks. And she was like, yeah. I brought it into the doctor and he said he'd do it. Oh, and by the way, there's no charge. What? Fortunate, no, not even, I'm blessed. The first thing I did, on the day actually, was apply for my student finance. the moment I saw the email, I was just like, okay, everything is up in the air now. We have approximately about 6 weeks before university starts. And uni sent me like a whole list of stuff that they needed. They needed me to fill in an application. They needed me to fill in some other form, and I think my offer was conditional. They only needed one form from me to make it an unconditional offer. So I sent that form off literally the same day. When they sent the email of offer, it had that form on it. So I filled that out, sent it straight away, same day. That was sent off. Then it was my occupational health. Then I realized that my student finance was acting a little bit funny. I know that student finance takes some weeks, but you know, we was running off of literally 0 time. So I rang student finance, found out that they were doing some weird stuff with my application, even though I'd sent them all the information that they needed, to connect the dots, whatever they needed to connect. But apparently it didn't connect. So I rang up and I was just like, listen, you need to get whoever's working on my case to look at it again, because I sent all the information that you need. So thank God for whoever it was that I spoke to. They did send an email or message or whatever they did to whoever was working on my case. Person looked at it again, looked through the information properly this time, and that was sorted. My occupational health, after I got that from my doctors, sent that directly off to somewhere, don't remember where. I got an email giving me an appointment date for the interview with occupational health, and it was in Cambridge, in some strange place. And I was just like, are you guys really sending your shit? I was like, I'm not going because I want to get to uni. Like, I don't want to get kidnapped. They were sending me to some storage place. I was just like, nope. So I rang uni, and uni was like, ignore that email. But I was like, okay, that's fine. Got on the phone to the occupational health who was supposedly doing my occupational health in Cambridge. They were like, if you don't attend this, then you won't be going on the course. And I was just like, this might be a problem. Called uni back, they clarified, they were like, don't go. I was just like, okay, that's fine. What's your name? It's gonna be on you if I don't get on this course. Let you know. But yeah, it was fine. Literally, I think it was a week, I'm gonna say a week. It was literally a week before uni was due to start that I got my my registration email. Mate, my head was hurting so much for that 6 weeks. On top of the fact that I was not prepared to go to university last year. I wasn't prepared to go to university last year. I was getting ready to go to university this year. I had no books. I had no notebooks. I had no, what are these things called? Whatever these things are. I had none of these. I didn't have any of this. I wasn't ready. I was not prepared at all. I didn't even have a bag. My laptop was half broken. I had nothing. I was not prepared for anything. But it all worked out. Clearing was a stress for me. I already have like high anxieties, so clearing did not help at all. But everyone did everything they could do. Yeah, that was the clearing process for me. I couldn't give you all the information because it's all on my phone, and obviously I'm looking at my phone right now. But there really wasn't much to it. It was literally just sending in form after form, application after application, checking on applications, making sure that everything was fine. The thing that stressed me out the most was the fact that I didn't actually get my registration email until the week before we were due to start. But it all worked out. Got it. Put a little picture on there. The picture on my back, you can't even see my face. Just find my names on it. Yeah, and that was it. It was really stressful. It was really hectic. Yeah, that was literally it. That was literally it. And now I'm more than halfway through my first year. Done my first placement, done my first module, about to complete my second module. What? Yeah. That was my clearing thing. My clearing story. That's all. That's my story. That's my story. That's my story. It was stressful. My anxiety went through the roof. That was probably for no reason, but it went through the roof nonetheless. If you want to know anything else, if you have any questions, you can either post it in the comment section below or message me on Instagram if you want to. I'll see you in the next video. You'll get the story. Hey.